catch enough striped bass. If it was dinner time, I'd cut this fish here, open it up so that it wouldn't float and throw it away. The crabs would eat it, which is a pretty good thing. Or I'd give it to a friend that he'd cut the frame in half and use it for lobster bait, right? Or if that were me, I would attach it to the underwater camera, drop it underneath my boat, turn it on and watch the lobsters eat it, which is kind of amusing. But if you want, if you buy a tuna fish or you buy something else, there's still a lot of fish left here. And to be honest with you, there are places at fish houses or where people will come in and buy frames, the same way as you might buy chicken legs or chicken necks. This is, totally fresh, totally tender, and totally clean striped bass other than my fingers. And you want to know how fresh and clean is it?
There you go. That's fine.
You have to clean it?
You want some?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean clean it? I just opened up the fish and I'm cutting a piece that's never been exposed. I'm sorry, it has what?
Blood, probably.
Yeah, it definitely has parts of fish on it.
You're crazy.
No, I'm not actually.
I love it.
With that said, okay, there's going to be more too, but if you want it, is that too big a piece or the right size?
So you get like food poisoning from this?
You could if it was poorly handled, but not certainly from this.
That's why it's sushi, right? It's good, man.
If you get food poisoning, you got a name.
It's really good. What do you think?
What? Say what? What do you say? It's what it tastes like? It's like the ocean, right? Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah.
Honest to God.
Just like the sushi in
Wait
the
a while.
restaurants,
Wait
actually.
a while.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
first of all, don't try to talk anybody into doing anything they don't want in this class, and don't go like this to them. All right?
That's excellent.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Yep.
If you ever wanted to try, if you ever said, yeah, but how do I know it's fresh? Well, my professor told me it was fresh, and I watched him open it. It'd be a really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody else want it? Okay. We also brought wasabi, soy, and ginger, and some lime. Did you get lime juice? Yeah. Get ready with and garlic in the tube. Yeah. Good. We're getting there. All right. Let me talk to you guys for a minute about. Let's turn this over. I know this is a little gross. All right. And yeah, we would rinse it off before I continued to do this, but I'm not going to do much more with the frame. Okay. You can see that there's seaweed here. You notice that I didn't take the belly of the fish.
Yep.
And I did that for two reasons. First, for dramatic effect, I want to open the belly and show you the organs in a minute. But second, because the one risk that you face over time when you eat fish that are near the United States is that they bioaccumulated heavy metals or PCBs, which fish do because they're in the plankton and the plankton are in the fish and the fish are in the bigger fish. And so you should know that, and I'll show you when we go to the next step on those fish, that those bad things, PCBs and PAHs, that's like oil and poisons and mercury and lead and things like that, accumulate in the fat of the fish. And on the sides, that's going to be right next to the skin. The fat's there to keep them warm. It's also going to be in their belly, just like it is on beer drinking football fans. And so that said, you need to trim the fat off the fish very carefully. And that's easy. On bluefish, you'd want to. It's the dark meat that nobody wants to eat. And with stripers, it's also the dark meat. They're much less likely to bioaccumulate. The smaller the fish, the less it bioaccumulates. The belly meat of a fish, therefore, is often the fattest, the most full of the bad stuff, and the best. Right? Like when you go to get tuna and you ask for the toro, it's tuna belly meat. Right? When you go to get striped, it has a totally different consistency, and I'm going to take it off and save it. But if you're planning on becoming pregnant, you shouldn't eat it. That's the truth. That's what the advisory is. They should confine the number of stripes, and by that they don't mean you shouldn't take a slice, but you shouldn't have a serving of striper or tuna belly. And you guys know this. It's pretty common knowledge. It doesn't matter where it's caught, if it's anywhere in the world, because most of these things end up in the air and they're rained into the ocean, and the planktons pick them up, and that's how you get mercury in swordfish. Okay? Don't wish I didn't say that. That's good. Then you can get them in other ways. Think about it next time you're eating beef. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the sharp serrated knife to cut the belly of the fish open. And I did it without opening up any of the